Hello, my name's Mark and welcome back for the whiskey. Today it's Saturday. Saturday drop means it's a sample Saturday. So today I'm going to be reviewing a whiskey that was sent to me by the legend that is Brian Malt Musings, Brian Blackett. Brian sent me a number of drams a little while ago and I've been slowly working my way through them. But I decided to choose this one to do a review of because I'm looking forward to it. It is the Glasgow Distillery 7-year-old Ruby Port finished cask strength release batch 2 at 54% ABV. So I'm going to pour this and tell you a little bit about it if you haven't already tried it or heard about this particular whiskey. So the Glasgow Distillery provides geek out level information about this particular whiskey if you click into more information. So I'm going to put that information here at the side so you can have a look at it. Just to summarise, they say it's 54% ABV, it's natural colour, it's non-chill filtered. There is 1,200 bottles. This is batch 2, was released in 2026. Batch 1 was last year. It has spent 3 years and 10 months in ex-bourbon before a finishing of 3 years, 11 months in Ruby Port casks. So actually, the Ruby Port finish lasted longer than the initial bourbon maturation. A little bit extra detail, it was distilled on the 6th of October 2018 and it was transferred into the Ruby Port casks on the 9th of August 2022. The Glasgow Distillery use a slow distillation process, double distillation. They have a 2,500 litre wash still and use a 1,500 litre spirit still. The slow process that use creates this fruit forward character of the new make spirit. So let's have a look at the colour on the whiskey there. It's probably can't make out much of the pink hues that this whiskey has got, but believe me, there are some pink hues going on in there. On the nose, whoa, well, anybody that knows me will know that I love a port finished whiskey, a port matured whiskey. I particularly love a peated port whiskey. This isn't peated port, but I'm waiting for them to do a release of their, if they do a peated port, that is going to be outstanding. The challenge for the best peated port I've had so far, which I might review at some point, is the Glenmorangie peated port, the 2011 edition. But we're not talking about that today. That's for another time, if that lasts that long. So, on the nose, come on, what have we got here? Well, it's fruity. I mean, it's going to be, isn't it? It's port finished. It's really dense. And it's a concentrated fruit. There's going to have water in here. It's going to have water. But if I had to pick out some of the fruits on the nose, it's berries. Very much berries. Red berries. You know the type. Cranberry. Blackberry. Bit of raspberry. Yeah, berries. Berries. Touch of marzipan. There's some lingering spice there, maybe clove, ginger. It is just a lovely nose and it will need water. Let's give this a go on the palate, see what it's on about. Okay, so on the palate, it's rich, it's oily, it's creamy, it's dense fruit. The same fruits from the nose. I would say the palate and the nose are tying 50-50 of how great it is. We've got cherry, we've got cranberry, maybe some juicy sultanas, raspberry, touch blackberry. It's very jammy, as you can imagine. Bit of caramel, but more treacle syrup. Not quite a black treacle. Just a treacle. Got marzipan that's there. Maybe some orange oil, which I wasn't expecting orange, but there's orange. This is going to have water in it straight away because on the finish it's dry. It's dry, it's oaky. It's just a wonderful thing. I'm not going with the dropper. I'm going straight in with water. From the bottle. Because I think this needs it. Nearly 4 years of ruby port maturation. I'm not going to call it a finish. It isn't a finish. That's a double maturation. So I've dropped some water in there. Can we see any haze yet? Not quite. At 54%, I probably didn't put enough water in for it to drop below that 46% ABV. I can see some, yeah, I don't know if you can make that out. There's a bit of cask sediment going on in there as well. On the nose with the water. More summer berries now. Those strawberries and raspberries. Did I mention strawberries before? Raspberries and strawberries. Dr. Pepper. Maybe a bit Dr. Pepper there. Malt and barley sugar. It's jumping around with regards to the sensations of fruit. I mentioned the Dr. Pepper. Now I'm getting a Robinson's cordial concentrate. Like maybe they're summer fruits. Maybe they're blackcurrant and apple. Cola rather. No brand favoritism. Cola. Wow. Then there is the spice. Yeah, getting clove, getting a touch of cinnamon, bit of ginger. That's nice. That is really nice. Cheers, Brian. This is amazing. Palate again. Nutty. Brazil nut maybe. Hazelnut, perhaps. It's still oily enough, but that water has subdued the oiliness a bit. It's dropped the intensity of the flavour. It's starting to reveal a bit more. I think we'll push this bit with a bit more water, to be honest, you know. A lot more water went in there. So I'm hoping that we're going to be pushing this below the 46. Yeah, there's a bit of haze going on there. Touch of haze, maybe. So as a 7-year-old, it is still quite young, but that doesn't really matter, does it? Getting that cola still. There's another memorable note I'm getting. That's another drink. Vimpto. I think it's actually more Vimpto than Dr. Pepper. Sorry for brand dropping. More marzipan, cherry, more maraschino cherry, orange, and those summer fruits, those berries are still there, as is that cask sediment, which is still floating a bit there. On the palate. I think I pushed the water a bit too much. It's still drinkable. It's definitely hitting about 40%. Maybe it's a touch under. Is it whiskey anymore? It's more tannin going on now. More oak character. More dilute cordial, which would be expected after the concentrated that we just had. Still full of flavour though. Still the same notes. You know, this is a wonderful whiskey. For £59. That's a good buy. That is a good buy, £59. For value score, we'll get 97 out of 100 on the old value score. On the new value score, I'd have to calculate it, but it'll probably be somewhere in the region of a -1 to a -0.5. Again, I'll do an explainer video about how my new value score works. Suffice to say that it doesn't go particularly high into the positives. I think it maxes about a +5 on value, but the negative scores can go massively down. Cola. I think that's all I've got to really say about this whiskey. It is great. I would buy a bottle. It is still available on the Glasgow Distillery website. Yeah. Thank you very much, Brian. Cheers and Slanjava.